Um, boy, I had to come go live real quick. I had to. Um, I'm not expecting not a lot of people get in here real quick, like right now, or whatever, because it's kind of late. Hell, I don't even know what time it is. I think it's close to 12:30 in the morning, something like that. My eyes a little red. I'm tired or whatever. Been running all day or whatever, but I had to go live real quick and speak on this situation that I just experienced. I may just post a video showing what happened as well, but when I tell you stuff just got real, it just got real. I ain't lying. I wasn't even expecting it to get that real. Now this is what I'm gonna say, and I'm just gonna be honest about it because it is what it is. In light of what happened to the young lady at Club XTC, you know what I'm saying? One of the things that, us as black people have to keep into perspective is that, you know, law enforcement got their perception and stuff, and we got our perception. Like, it's gonna take some time for the whole truth to come out as far as what happened, and as hours progress, stuff is coming out. You know what I'm saying? And everybody passionate, like everybody feeling some type of way around here in Dallas about what took place. Even myself, you know what I'm saying? I posted 2 videos regarding the situation that kind of defined how I looked at the situation as far as the liability of Club Ecstasy and their, security officer. So, make a long story short, I go to the protest. I just left it not too long ago. I go to the protest. Everybody out there. As soon as I make the parking lot, you know what I'm saying? It's folk everywhere. As soon as I try to get in, I'm met by like 4, 5 folk or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I done pulled up. They were like, "Are you here for the protest?" I'm like, "I'm here." You know what I'm saying? Like me, I don't have no position whatsoever as far as what took place. I don't. Other than if they did that and they was wrong, they need to go to jail. That's my position. Point blank period. It ain't gonna change. Right is right and wrong is wrong. But the energy that was out there in those people that call themselves protesting. When I tell you that, and I'm trying to be, politically correct with my language or whatever about, what took place. But when I tell you what happened was so raw, like what happened because of me being there. I show up, I'm getting met by a bunch of young folk talking crazy. Some little girl, looking like a boy or whatever, standing in front of my car. I'm like, you gotta move. I'm trying to, get in there and whatever the case is. And then, when I get up in there, I park my car. It's cars everywhere and there's people everywhere. I saw this young lady and I asked her because she had this sign. I said, "Let me see your sign." I said, "What does this sign mean to you?" I said, "What your sign mean?" She said, "It says no justice, no peace." I said, "So what is peace to you?" One of the little girl out there sarcastic talking about justice. And then I asked the girl again, the other. I said, "No, you tell me what is peace to you." They was talking about them being held accountable or whatever the case is about what happened. Um, one of them started getting sarcastic with some kind of heavyset woman come approaching me, talking out loud and stuff. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, for y'all that's watching, I'm gonna post a video because I recorded everything. You can see it in real time. I'm just kind of give you a brief synopsis because I'm saying this and I needed to go live about this because as y'all know, I haven't been live in a minute, but I had to do this tonight. I had to. Once I got still, I had to go live and talk to y'all about this because first off, y'all see the videos that I posted in regards to the situation. None of my videos am I having the position as far as saying, okay, well, what she did was wrong, this, that, and the other, whatever case is. No, I totally understand that girl was harassed all the way to her car. Ain't no point, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She was harassed. That shouldn't have happened. So, getting back to what I was saying as far as me, being at the protest, I get out of my car and I started filming and stuff and talking to people, or tried to anyway. So I got other people coming to my car And so because I asked the question, I was like, well, did you see the video? Reason why I asked that, because again, I don't have a position. I wanted to get the opinions of people, so I could put it on my platform, and so the world can see, whoever watch my videos, they can see what Dallas is feeling. But little did I know I was going to feel what those people was feeling to some regard. So make a long story short, I'm starting to get this dude come up, because I guess my car was in the way. He started confronting me, talking crazy or whatever. Then he talking about he almost like trying to be in a confrontation. He opened his trunk up like he gonna do something. Now mind you, I'm being honest, I stay strapped. So I know they saw my pistol on me, which it ain't even matter. I wasn't even trying to go out there for that. But what I'm saying, just I'm gonna carry my strap regardless of where I go. But it started talking about, I got a strap too. And when it started to go to it's like me going in that parking lot from the gate, I'm looking at what's going on, and I'm finna be totally honest with y'all about what I experienced. That was some pure nigga shit. If they call themselves there to be in support of that lady that got shot, that's the same energy. They carrying the same energy that perpetuated her to get shot. Because at the end of the day, I'm totally against what they did. But after looking at these videos, her live and these other videos and stuff like that showing what took place, a lot of that stuff could have been prevented. Let's be honest. We all grown folk, right? Let's be honest. Again, I'm gonna say it before I go any further one more time. What happened to her was totally unjustified. But in my opinion, it was totally preventable. What I experienced tonight, just going out there in the atmosphere of those that probably cared for her, knew her, I guess, or whatever, they got that same energy. And you know what type of energy that is? That nigga energy. You ain't a nigga because you black. You a nigga because how you act. And we got to be more accountable on the way that we carry ourselves and act in situations. Because sometimes that nigga shit ain't going to get you nowhere. It ain't going to do it, but cause you more problems. Point blank period. No excuses. Even myself. Because when I post this video, I want y'all to see how I handle myself. I had to handle myself like that because of the situation that I was in. It wasn't for me to try to get buck and meet them at the energy that they came at me with. When I tell y'all my car was surrounded by at least 12, 13 folks because they thinking that I'm speaking, against law, like, agreeing to what happened to or something. When the only thing I kept telling them, I was there just to give my opinion. But the way I got handled out there, or tried to get handled, I had to hold my peace. Because what that looked like, if I come out there with the same energy and end up getting into it with somebody because of how they acting with me, but I'm supposed to be, the idea of peace or whatever. If that's because I came out there for the sake of being in camaraderie with the energy that's out there. But somehow I got attacked because I'm asking questions to certain people. But the way that they handled themselves was just totally unnecessary. I want to imply this to any black person that's watching this. Confrontation ain't gonna never change anything. Running your mouth, saying a lot of stuff that ain't gonna do nothing but like infuse and infuriate whatever is going on. It's not worth it. You do have the ability to walk away from situations. You do have the ability, like the law tells you, have a right to remain silent. You have the obligation to control your emotions. What I experienced tonight is a pure definition of why conflict always happen, even in the black community, even with us against each other, because of perception, because of ego, pride, ignorance, all of that negative stuff. Because what I expect, that did not even have to happen. I should have never had to endure a confrontation in a situation like that when I'm for the, like, I'm for the justice. I'm for justice. I'm not against justice. I'm for justice. It was just nothing but pure nigga shit. That negative toxic energy that we have, like, about each other. And I don't know, I guess because, see, I don't carry myself like I'm a hood nigga or nothing like that. It was a lot of hood shit going on out there, if that's the right definition for what was going on. A lot of negative energy, just negative energy. Y'all hollering no justice, no peace, but you ain't got no peace in you to even stand for justice. When you'll be in a place like that to, like, promote a confrontation with somebody that was there just like y'all, I guess they knew each other, I don't know, but somehow they pointed me out and wanted to try to handle me. They did. I have to be honest. When I post a video, y'all gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. I am gonna post a video. I am. But I'm very disappointed of what I saw out there tonight. I really am. I'm very disappointed. My pride is totally out the way as far as what took place. Yes, I got confronted in a way that I wasn't even expecting to get confronted. Like, I almost having a fight, and probably would have had to pull my pistol and use it. It got that real. It be your own fault for no reason, because they feel as if their perception is like that's the way it's supposed to be. See, this is my thing. Those darn security officers and stuff was standing in the back of that building that, involved in whatever was going on as far as, they were the XTC staff, the security. They standing in the back of the building. Do you think any of them black folks that call themselves trying to confront me went back there to confront them security officers? And they the ones that did it. That's what y'all there for. If you ready for a war, see, us as black people, we always want to take out our energy on each other instead of going and using that energy and go to war with the ones that you really need to be going to war with. Your real oppressors. Why is it that we always going to war against each other? If y'all got that much energy to go to war, why don't you go to war with your oppressors? Why is it that y'all didn't go to war with the ones that did it? All y'all out there, especially the ones that had the energy to try to confront me, because I'm trying to get the opinions of other people. That could have went real bad, but I had to hold my peace. I had to be a little bit of apologetic and like, brother, I don't want no problem with you. I literally had to humble myself to negative energy, all because I didn't want to be part of the problem and be acting the same way as the oppressors do and act totally impatient, not understanding, and me get emotional and start to buck back at them. Like, I like to did it. But I had to catch myself. Because one thing I ain't finna do is let nobody handle me. I'm grown. And plus, I don't know none of y'all. What you confront me for? I don't know them. I ain't know none of these folk out there. But I'm getting confronted. Because I asked a question. Like, real talk. That's why I got confronted. I'm gonna post a video. I want y'all to see it. It's amazing. Real time. It shouldn't have happened like that. It should have never happened like that, y'all. That was embarrassing. I was embarrassed myself. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. I don't know how that happened. And I'm really, really, really soul searching myself, because I don't understand how they could have misunderstood my intent on asking questions. My platform is not huge. I got maybe like 1,500 people. Video you in the red camera, in the red. Sco already posted the video. You wasn't going to do nothing, man. Oh Lord. So I don't know what you said. Sco already posted the video. You in the red? No, I'm not in no red Camaro. That wasn't me. I can't understand why it escalated to that point. It was unnecessary. And what I would love to see, if I be honest, I would love to see us as black folks learn how to have a better attitude and emotional manner about ourselves. Like, stop being so emotional. Stop being so confrontational. To give opportunity for understanding in a situation that may be going on or whatever. We always talking about no justice, no peace, or well, you know what I'm saying, like, do folk want peace? Do you not know that should be the goal, is peace? If you're gonna go and protest for someone's death, do you not know the way to prevent that any further from taking place is peace? That's the way. That's the way. It's peace, not confrontation. That's what our oppressors do to us. So why are we continuing to act that way towards each other? Why are we continuing to have that type of negative energy towards each other? Pitbull Neck, or whatever your name is. Yep, that was me. Yep, with the gun on my hip. Sure was. Yep. I got a right to bear arms, so, you know, that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? So I carry my pistol everywhere I go. It don't matter. I got a right to carry it, so I'm going to carry it. It wasn't like, you know, to bother nobody. Hell, should nobody been gotten offended about that anyway? If y'all see a white man carrying a pistol or whatever, do it bother you? You probably smile at him and be like, hey, how you doing? Why do we treat why don't we treat our oppressors the way that we treat each other? Hey, they can call me what they want to, Pitbull. I promise you that it's fine, my nigga. I promise you, it don't bother me with the least bit, because I don't have no ego. I have no ego. I went out there for the sole purpose is to understand and like ask the questions to a couple of people about what took place. Like, how do they feel? But that got defeated because of the negative attitudes and that ratchet mentality that a lot of black folks have in certain areas, and it just kept, you know, it just perpetuated itself. It just that's all that's gonna happen at the end of the day when you come with that type of energy. See, what a lot of black folks don't understand that's from certain areas that have that type of mannerism, that attitude, is that type of mannerism, you can't carry that everywhere you go. You're not gonna even be able to change anything. All that's gonna do is make stuff worse. Having that type of attitude. With understanding, it's not what you say, but how you say it. Sometimes, then in some situations, some people can't comprehend. That's just what it is. Miss Cali Scorpio, that's exactly what it is. Having a stronger mentality, having a stronger level of integrity, having a stronger control over your emotions in situations. That's what it's going to take in order for things to change. Because let me be totally honest in regards to this young lady. If any of y'all watch the live, y'all going, I don't know if you're going to agree or not agree. Like I said, I don't agree with them shooting her. I don't. But from the point that she turned that live on, I want y'all to be honest with yourself. Whether you like it or not, be honest. If you can't be honest, then that's on you. I don't care. I'm not finna try to sugarcoat the real about the situation. That young lady and her friends had every ability to diffuse the situation, comply with what they was being asked to do, walk up out that club in peace, not doing all this talking crazy back and forth with these folks. Because now, mind you, we got a right to say what we want to. I had a conversation with my lady about this. Because my lady rough around the edges. You know, she'll tell you like it is. And I get that she from South Dallas. I know I know how that go. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, they was mad, you know, because they getting put out the club. They want to get their money back or whatever. But handle your business, get your money back. Don't keep talking to them. The security and all of this. She should have never kept talking to them. She should have just they handled their business, you know, and then she lighting the black in the club. I don't think you were supposed to be smoking inside of that club. They snatched it out of her mouth. Like, she giving them reason to continue to poke at her and pick at her. All the way to the car. Then, from what I understand, one of the young ladies hit one of the officers with the vehicle. And they let off. From what I understand, it wasn't even the young lady that died that was driving. Who gonna tell the truth? She should still be here right now. She should still be here right now. Those security officers was dead wrong. Them security officers was dead wrong. Pitbull, she was out, from what I understand, she wasn't the one driving. Oh, she was a driver? Okay, because I'm trying to still get it together. If she was the driver, you know what I'm saying, like somebody just said, Pitbull said she was drunk. They should have never let her drive off drunk. Yep. Straight like that. She had homegirls that's supposed to love her. So why is it that y'all are allowing her to handle herself like that and be handled like that? Why is it like, you know, just say, you know, some girl, you know, it's been times where I've known women like, you know, say a nigga trying to holler at your homegirl and stuff like that, you know, baby, what's up, whatever. And then your homegirl, other homegirl will pull the girl that he trying to holler at, be like, come on, girl, let's go, or whatever. What happened to that? What happened to protect during security? Why y'all just like, come on, baby, let's go and get out of here. Let's get our money, let's go. What happened to that? Why had it been all this confrontation verbally? Why? Why? By me, I saw her picture. She got 3 babies. They ain't got no mama now. My goal, even with the situation I just dealt with, is to make it home. That's why I keep a pistol on me. Because I'm not finna let nobody take me away from my kids. Even if it means I gotta humble myself. People, look, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. That's fine. You don't have to keep reporting and telling me about what Sco doing or whatever the case is. I get it. That's fine. I'm not that's fine. You can post it, whatever you want to do. That's fine. I ain't tripping. You can post it. That's fine. Because what happened happened. I can't change what happened. But one thing I do know that it didn't have to happen. I do know that. It shouldn't have happened. So I want y'all to understand the way, whatever source it shows up on. What happened to me there at that location, it should have never happened. And according to your level of integrity and respect for your own kind, because one thing that you're not gonna see is me matching the energy that them folks had. I almost did. I almost did. I almost met their energy the same way, but I couldn't do it. You know why? It's because that wasn't a normal situation of where, you know, somebody trying me, you know, saying, and you know, or whatever the case is, they were feeling some type of way because of what happened, I guess, and to handle their emotions properly. Like a lot of black people are emotionally immature. We so illogical in the way that we can, and it was mostly women, black women. Couple of dudes or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't tripping. Trust and believe. I wasn't tripping on nothing. I was just trying to make sure that if ain't nobody touch me, I was like, bro, I don't want no problem with you, this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm letting it be known, trying to let them know and stick to the script. Not me, well, what's up, Nick? You know what I'm saying? I could have been just like that. I could have been just like them. But I wouldn't have been no better than them security officers that killed that woman if I had done that. If I had pulled my pistol and acted the same way that them darn security officers did, because that's the same energy that that young lady had with those security officers. The same energy that I was met with. That's the same energy. And what did the law? They was waiting for them to do the wrong thing so they could pull that pistol. And they gave them a reason to pull it. That girl should be living right now. She gave them a reason to pull it. She gave them a reason to pull it. That's just like law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? We, you know, as folks that we know, brothers and stuff, you know, black brothers or whatever, running from the law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? And then or want to shoot at them or whatever the case is, and then they end up getting popped and they dead. Running from the cops in the car, whatever, and then flip over and they die. For what? A lot of folks should still be living right now if they had but they're poor decision making. That ain't gonna work. When are we gonna start being more to prevent death? Why are we always the victims of death and circumstances that cause us to die? People that we love to get killed and stuff like that because they don't know how to humble themselves. Why? Why don't we love ourselves enough to prevent that from happening? Why? That should be that needs to start. We need to start a conversation about that type of stuff. Why is it that we not loving ourselves enough to prevent that type of stuff from happening? Why can't we lean to promote more negative energy in the situation? That nigga mentality. You ain't a nigga because you black. You a nigga because how you act. That's why you got folks that come on here like Pitbull saying whatever he's saying or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's you a negative person. You a negative person. He talking about, I thought you was gonna smoke something. They say this, they say that. I'm not on that, and ain't nobody gonna get that from me. Long as you don't touch me, we good. You can say what you want to about me, because you know what, at the end of the day, I ain't walking around with no ego. I ain't walking around trying to hold no image, trying to be tough in front of people. I know who I am. And I know what I do. Do I have to prove it to anybody? No. When it come time to, it's a time for everything. And as a man, I understand that make that be the like a time to do certain things. I don't want that on me. I don't want to hurt my own people. They mad and stuff like that, but I don't have to match their energy. I don't have to match their energy. That's not what I was there for. So if anybody, felt like they got they nuts grew a little bigger tonight because they call themselves confront me, hey, so be it. So be it. Take that energy, take it back to your day. What kind of person are you? Thank you, Montori. I appreciate that. What kind of person are you to want to try to develop a level of pride about a confrontation? People confront people every day. Whatever you get from that, so be it. I'm told that, saying that Scope posted a whatever on the blog. I mean, his whatever, the me being confronted or whatever. That's fine. It ain't gonna change anything. No definition of how people think. This is the how I want to use. This is like, just say a picture or whatever. This video. See, everybody have the ability to perceive things the way they want to. What you say? I think it's a lot. It's like you said earlier. Not a lot of situations happen due to ego. No one wants to feel like they being held. I'm not talking about this situation just in general. You was wrong telling them you a blogger trying to be a reporter. I can't be wrong for that. Being wrong is like I'm doing something wrong to people. I didn't do nothing wrong to nobody out there, Pitbull. And I mean, it's fine. The one thing I'm not gonna do is just continue to address you because you just one of them type of niggas that was out there in that parking lot. That's all it is to it. At the end of the day, that's all it is to it. And I get it. You have a right to be that way, but see, that's you're not gonna make me be that way. I am who I am. I'm a father of two little beautiful little girls. Got a family. I'm gonna go out there in some nigga shit that I wasn't even prepared to go in. I didn't think that I didn't know what the energy was out there, but I found out the hard way. That's my bad. That's my bad. I take that as a man. That's my bad. I didn't know that that's what I was gonna get, how I was gonna get handled. I didn't know that. I had no clue. Had no clue whatsoever. And am I gonna adjust to what they wanted me to do? No. They talking about you need to just leave. No, I ain't gonna just leave. What I'm gonna leave for? I just didn't want no confrontation with nobody because that's not what I was out there for. If I came out there for a confrontation, dress assured, that's what it would have been. But see, a lot of them people that was acting like that is because them damn laws was out there. If I had to start the busing, you know what I'm saying, I would have been, number one, wouldn't have been no better than the security officers. You went out there and interrupted a peaceful what? This was how I went out there and interrupted a peaceful protest. All right, well, I want to see how you feel when I post this video, see how peaceful it was. I'm going to post a video. Everybody that's watching this, I'm going to upload the video. Make sure you watch it. And I want y'all to comment on it. I want y'all to understand something. My page ain't monetized. I'm not going to get no money from your views. But I want y'all to take the time to logically see what's going on. It's time. so we can prevent the type of stuff that happened to this young lady happening to one of the folks that we care about and love, and let them know, hey, learn how to handle yourself better in situations. Don't always let your ratchet side dictate the way that you gonna act in certain situations that you don't have no control over. Calm down. Learn how not to say nothing. You ain't got to just keep yapping at the mouth. Walk away. Came from how the looks of things. Well, you know, it's a video, and it's two sides to it. I got a video myself. That's what I say. They whatever was posted, that's fine. That's fine. I don't do social media, people. I don't have Instagram, none of that type of stuff. I do YouTube, and I barely do that. I don't be having time for that. This was just something that's important to me to shed light on, and that's what I chose to do. I first posted 2 videos in regards to what I saw when they was out, got posted, and then today, hey SBS, keep your head up in Dallas. Look, it's all good. I appreciate that, Queen. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. I promise you, I ain't even in my feelings. I'm just disappointed in my own kind because they didn't have to handle me like that. They didn't. I got a platform that I said on my own platform that if they did that and if them officers killed that girl, and I want y'all to watch, Miss Callie, I want y'all to watch my video. I want y'all to watch it. Please do. Hold me accountable if I'm wrong, because you know what, as a man, I'm willing to hold myself accountable. See, I'm gonna tell you right now, there is nothing that I know for myself that I could have done I can't control other grown folk, but those was kids out there. Mind you, I'm 42 years old. Those were kids. They kids. When you see the video, you're gonna see nothing but pure ratchetness. It's just no peace. You can't even get the justice until you learn how to be more peaceful. And gave him the video saying, ignorant blog and interrupt the peaceful protest tonight. How could I interrupt it? Like, really logically think, how could me, my one self, I'm only one person out of hundreds of people that was out there, I interrupt the protest. Let me tell y'all now what was going on. Let me tell y'all honest to God truth that's watching. Understand this. Those strippers was in the back. The strippers was in the back. People started going to the back. Was trying to make money outside. I probably ain't no lies being told right now. I drove back there, and you gonna hear me say something like, "Baby, I ain't," you know what I'm saying? I'm 6 figures. I don't do that. I got a lady at home. I ain't coming there to spend no money to be on no strippers. I said I won't go up in this death trap. You gonna hear the video. It's crazy. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this, and I'm gonna be done with it. I want y'all to understand something. We got to be more accountable in the way that we handle ourselves, and we got to start being more accountable as far as loving the people that's around us and hold them accountable with the way that they act as well. That's why you pulled up skull nailed it. That's why you pulled up shit. I don't know. I'm not. You keep talking about skull. I don't know why you keep talking to me about skull. I don't know why you keep talking to me about skull. I don't even know what skull's saying. But let me get back to my point of what I was saying. We're gonna have to be more accountable with the way that we handle ourselves. We go to these clubs. We go anywhere in public. You're gonna have to be able to handle yourself. Be so confrontational. Don't be so, you know what I'm saying, so strong in your position to the point of where you thinking that, oh, you know, whoever you think you are, that you thinking that you're gonna be able to walk up out of this situation the same way you came in because of who you think you are. See, that comes with maturity. That comes with emotional maturity. Do you see this? You see this? You see this right here? I don't know if you can see it. This right here. See, I've been shot 3 times before. It was in my 18 wheeler. But even now, even though even that situation that I could have handled that better. I could have handled that better. I ran because I had my pistol on me then. I ran up on the boy. He ran up out of my truck, went around the corner, came down, let his window down and started busting at me, shot at me 5 times and I got hit 3. I could be dead right now because I didn't control my emotions. I was so pissed off that he was up in my truck and I done ran up on him, and plus I got my pistol. I could have prevented my own self in my truck. He had no business being up in my truck whatsoever. But that's what it was. Bro, so I learned something from that situation. I learned something. Because I ain't never thought I would get shot before. I never think I would get shot because I don't live that type of lifestyle. I don't live that type of lifestyle. But yet and still, I end up a thug that, you know, act a certain way and carry itself a certain way. And whatever the case is, you know, sitting out here trying to act big and bad and stuff and then ran up on the wrong person and then bow. That wasn't that situation. But yet and still, I learned from that. I learned from that. How would I handle that next time? I wouldn't run up on him. I'll probably bust in the air or something like that or whatever. I could have done that differently. But I ran up on him, and I was too much of a distance away from him to where he was able to get to his car. I shot one. That was God. Because I could have killed that boy. I had him point blank range. I didn't want to shoot him. The same way tonight. I didn't want to shoot nobody. I didn't want to be pulling my pistol on nobody tonight. I didn't want to be doing that. Them black folks just like me. I wouldn't have never thought that I would be a victim of another black man doing that to me. Shoot me. I would have never thought in a million years. Thugging. I ain't out here starting trouble with folk. I take care of my family and my business. I mind my own business. I blog about stuff or whatever, but you know what? This world is so corrupt, and this world is so toxic. And our folk, black folks, so toxic in certain areas. The mentality and stuff, they're so toxic and they so emotional that they don't know how to walk away from stuff. They don't know how to not do ignorant shit. We do. Say I'm lying. Had nobody out there at that darn protest had the right to be confronting me about nothing. There was enough people out there to confront the police, them security officers. It was enough people to do that with. But you're gonna wait until a person like myself get out there. And I don't know how they felt so comfortable and confident to do that. I don't. And you know what? That ain't even my problem. I'm not their problem. I was never their problem. They were not there for me. Y'all was supposed to be there for that young lady, not me. You gonna have somebody say on that video that I'm gonna post that those the strippers in the back, their whole attention went off of the reason why they protested and start walking to the back. They want to go be in about this young lady being killed. That should have been the last thing on your mind. It wasn't on my mind. That wasn't supposed to happen that way. I think they thought you was against them when you asked, did they see the tape? Yeah, maybe. But this is the thing. Say that an actual reporter, say white reporter, and ask that question. Do you think that they would have handled that white reporter like that? I doubt it. Because they know that law enforcement probably would have gotten involved much faster in that situation. But I wasn't even studying law enforcement. I wasn't studying the presence of law enforcement. The niggas that call themselves want to confront me. I wasn't messed up about none of that. That was not what I was there for. That it was some stuff going on out there, and I wanted to go see. So that's what I did. I wanted to go see. I saw a young lady with a sign said "No justice, no peace." I asked her about the sign. I was like, "What does your sign say?" She said, "No justice, no peace." I say, "What is peace to you?" This me. Anybody watch my channel know what I'm on. I don't be sitting up and talking about other people's business and rappers and stuff like that or whatever the case is. I'm talking about spiritual stuff. Peace is spiritual. Peace is something that you have to embrace and adopt within your heart, regardless of circumstances or situations. That you hold on to that spirit to hold your peace. Being honest with yourself is a byproduct of peace as well, because you can't really have no real peace if you wrestling within yourself as far as what truth. That's why us as black people so frustrated and angry and calling the show. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Y'all can tell him I said I'm not finna call into his show for what? To what, for his views? No. Ain't gonna do that. I don't have nothing to explain to nobody. I'm on my channel, and whoever watching, that's what it is. I'm not finna be entertaining that blog mess. Quote me on that. I'm not. I ain't finna be entertaining that. I'm saying what I'm saying now. I'm gonna post the video that I recorded while I was there. That's what I'm gonna do. And for his views and the people that watch, so be it. It ain't gonna stop the problem that we have as far as black people are concerned. It's not gonna change anything. All it's gonna do is just get him some more views. We the one that feed these demons. We feed this stuff for it to continue to perpetuate itself. We don't take a stand against the very essence of what causes the problems within our community and in our culture. We don't take no stand against it. We keep on feeding it. And say, you know what? I'm not gonna act like that. Y'all can have that. I ain't gonna act like that. Do you know that I would not be as successful as I am if I acted the way that I was treated today? If I treated other people that way? I deal with multiple nationalities. I have multiple issues that I have to negotiate with people. That gets a little heated, but it'll never get to the point to where I'm up in somebody's face talking crazy to them. I could do that. I'm not above acting that way, but mentally and spiritually, like just boom, like me being the antagonist. Like I'm yeah, what's up? I ain't like yeah, what's up and open up my own kind of face. Black folks don't oppress me. I'm not oppressed by other black people. There's a whole system out here that I'm at war with. I'm trying to maintain a business. I'm trying to raise my children. I'm working against statistic right now. You don't know the people I motivate. You don't know the folks I done put on to do this very thing that I'm doing now that's able to raise their families. Because I don't just blog about this type of stuff. You know why? Because I'm not looking for nobody to give me no trophy for being a good person. That's who I am naturally. I have been challenged in so many different ways that try to take me, the character that God put up in me, to try to rob me of that. But I won't let the devil do it. Posting these videos and stuff about what happened out there, whatever, it's all due to the ignorance in other black folks, because you ain't gonna see no white people that's gonna post stuff. It's gonna be nothing but pure black folk trying to stir a narrative or whatever because of their poor mentality. Instead of saying, you know what, this ain't the way we supposed to be acting, they're gonna try to find a way to celebrate it and give it a platform to say, yeah, y'all handled that, nigga, supposedly, allegedly, not knowing I held my peace for a purpose. I wanted y'all to see what it looked like. I got a pistol on me. Wishing a nigga would touch me. But I know I got God on my side and my pride is checked. Ego as well. And ain't no way I'm finna sit up here and act with them other folk the way they acted with me. I'm getting yelled at all in my face and stuff like that. But I held my peace. I held my peace. I wasn't intimidated by nobody out there. But I held my peace. Could have let my pride get in the way. I almost did. But I held my peace. And that's something that us as black folks gonna have to start learning how to do in situations. Hold your peace. Learn how to walk away from some stuff. Stand your ground. Hell, that's what y'all supposed to be doing out there protesting, standing your ground about what you believe in the first place. But be honest with yourself if you're gonna have a position. Don't stand for no bullshit. Know what you're standing for and stand on it. With the intent of change. How, with what was going on out there at Club XTC tonight, was going to change anything? How? How is it going to change anything? That energy y'all should be taking to your local government. You can be in front of that club all night long, but the people that can make the change, that's the wrong platform to do it. And it's definitely wrong to be confronting people that actually out there on how you feel. That was him totally wrong. You know, Nature Boy, see, this is the thing. A lot of times when people have a certain perception, I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna speak on the idea of perception. When some people have a perception about certain things, you know, the thing that they are perceiving is not responsible on the how it's perceived. They have, because their perception could be wrong. See, this is the thing. In the United States, regardless of perception, I had a right to bear arms. And can't nobody take that from me. I got a legal right to carry. I have a license to carry. So am I going to exercise my God-given right? Yes. You know how how them people was exercising their God-given right to protest? That's a right that the Constitution give you to do that. In other places, they would have got killed. Have the right to do that. Our Constitution give us rights to be in order for us to do certain things, regardless of the perception of others. So ain't nobody gonna tell me that I can't bear arms wherever I go, because that's what I do. Who gonna stop me? A person's perception not gonna stop me. They saw that gun. Okay, what is the problem with me having a gun? What is their what is the I'm gonna say that I'm gonna use that hood mentality. What is the hood's mentality when it comes to recording people that weird energy? Okay, again, how can that's not an energy, that's a position, that's a God-given right. You talking about the way they perceived it. A big doing that. Okay, I don't have no responsibility to be worrying about how other people that I don't know perceive me. I don't go around worrying about how somebody think about me. I don't. Not me. I'm grown. Ain't nobody paying my bills or nothing like that. Can't nobody tell me how I'm supposed to do. That was in my legal rights to do that. See, a lot of folks don't have the legal right to bear arms because they felons. You know what I'm saying? They don't ruin they records and stuff like that or whatever. So if they did have to carry a gun, they couldn't be open like I can. I can. That's protesting while recording them on your phone. You don't have a license to enter. Nature Boy, you don't have to have a license for that. What are you talking about? Now you're talking ignorant. That's ignorant what you're talking about. You don't have a license to interview folks that's protesting while recording them on your phone. I don't even know how to even address that like logically. Like that's some idiot stuff. That's some. What we talking about is truth. Everybody that's in here should be grown. I would think. Everybody in here should be adults. I would think. But if that's not who I'm talking to, then you ain't gonna be able to relate to me. Because I'm talking like a grown man that know what his right is. I got every right. At any time, did anyone out there tell you not to record them? Even if they did, they can't tell me what to do. That's my phone. Didn't the young lady choose to record and go live, you know what I'm saying, on her phone in the club and recording security? Did she choose to do that? Did she ask them, can she record them? You got that right to do that. Who is it? So this is the thing. You give too much credit to the nigga mentality, to where you thinking that they had a right to control an atmosphere. But see, I don't have no fear of no nigga mentality or that aggressive shit, because I can get like that too. But see, you know what? In that situation, it wasn't merited. Because I can assure you that if it was a different situation, other than the reason why everybody was congregating out there, and I got confronted like that for no reason, because me recording or whatever, it would have went a totally different way. I give you my word on that as a man. I didn't want to handle that in the way that I probably could have handled it. I didn't want to, because you know what? Their problem was not with me. They just tried to use me as a scapegoat for the reason why they was feeling the way they was feeling. You know what? That might be the case. You know what I'm saying? But you know what you say. I was asking because Nature Boy was trying to make it seem like the people were not wanting you to record them. Okay, either way it go, the bottom line is I can record what I want to record. So what? It was news people out there. The ignorant part about it that with the black folks that probably won't want me recording them is, why wouldn't you want, how you think the story gonna get out? How are people gonna be able to see how you feel if there's nobody there showing the world what's going on? I mean, I ain't got no big old platform, but at least I can show what's going on. That's why I started asking the questions. My channel is sophisticated, black, strong. I am for my own kind. I am pro-black. I am pro-black. Trust and believe. I love my own kind. I got 2 beautiful black daughters. I got a chocolate woman. That's my position, and can't nobody take that from me or change that. You don't have to like me. You don't have to fool with me, know me, watch my channel, none of that type of stuff. But who I am, regardless, that's exactly who I'm going to be. That's who I am. Regardless of opinion. You're not a news reporter. You was doing it, telling people you a blogger. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, but I don't get. It's nothing to get. That was the truth. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm blogging. I'm on the online or whatever, you know, on the YouTube. Damn, I can't. And that's what it is. What is? So what's the niggas' perception of a blogger? Because obviously, you know, people, you making a point out of the idea of me saying you don't get it. There's nothing to get. You just have to accept it for what it is. You're talking to a grown man that got the right to do what he want to do in respects to the law, of course, and you know, moral character and stuff like that, just based on me as a man, how my standards. I could do that. I wasn't hurting nobody. I wasn't hurting not a soul. They probably was hurt and bothered by what I was doing, supposedly. But see, that wasn't it. What was it, bro? I'm telling you what it was. They saw me talking to somebody, and it was some other people that started to have an opinion about what I was asking, and it spread it in other different directions because the other niggas started to get the other niggas and be like, oh, this nigga here. And they made me the target. They made me the target. That's all it is to it. That's so easy to do. That's easy to do. But what was right in the situation? What was wrong? How? Because see, they didn't have the confrontation. There is no way you can justify confronting nobody about, especially another person that got a right to do what they doing. How could I confront somebody for, oh, you got on blue shoes. Oh, I got on red shoes. Like, it's a lot of stuff that a person can take and confront another person about it based on their perception. But we got a right, you got a right to wear red, blue, no matter if you blood or crip or whatever the case is. You can do, it's certain things that people can't be confronting you about. We got homosexuality running rampant around the world, but who is it that's confronting these folks? Oh, well, who could, I'm against that. But you think I'm going around confronting homosexuals? We got a right in the United States for certain things for us to exercise certain things regardless of other people's perception. So you mean to tell me I'm in the atmosphere of niggas You know what I'm saying? So, oh, now I got to abide by whatever they rules are. You was interviewing protesters. Most of the folks out there was that girl's family. If you was out there protesting with them, I can understand. But you pulled up for a story. I didn't even pull up for a story. I just chose to go and ask that girl what her sign said and ask her about what peace was. You got to stick to what I'm telling you, because that's all it was. My video is gonna show it when I post it. I just asked her what does peace mean to her. It wasn't even about what happened. I asked her, do you think what's going on right out here right now is peace? And let me tell you something. You saying that some of these, most of the people out there was her family. So you mean to tell me they family member that got killed? Her family is out here in front of the place where she got killed at, right? In front of the establishment. The people that work there are part of the people that were responsible for killing her. And they didn't never use that energy to go and get at those security officers. But they had enough of energy to come dealing with another nigga that pulled up just asking questions. Make that make sense. Why is it that I become the scapegoat, but the people that they should have been going to war with and using that energy against, they sitting out there just hollering about no justice, no peace in front, you know, in front of them with cardboard with, you know, colored letters on it. That wasn't what they did tonight. Wasn't gonna change nothing, and them confront me wasn't gonna change nothing. What would have changed something was for us to start with the. Okay, so you say that's why it's called a peaceful protest. Well, you know what? You gonna hear one of these dudes say on my video that he feel like they should go and start tearing up stuff. I'm not condoning that they do that and start tearing up stuff or whatever. But if you so mad that you'll come and trying to confront somebody that ain't had nothing to do with the situation, the way that they did, why is that y'all ain't confronting them folk that actually had something to do with what happened? Because if I felt like that, the way that they felt, I know I would. It wouldn't be no talking. And my family out there, somebody gonna get followed home. So you know, it's gonna go way deeper than just in front of the building where we gonna go try to find the people. If it's like that, I shouldn't have never been the one that they compromised their peace with. Not me. I wasn't their problem. I wasn't your oppressor. I wasn't involved in what took place. But shouldn't have not been there if you wasn't trying to protest. Well, you wait a minute, Pitbull. I don't understand. Like I just, you know what? I'm stop reading what you're saying, because you don't make no sense. You don't even make sense, bro. I shouldn't have been there. Again, I'm grown. I can go where I want to. You mean to tell me I have to adjust to a nigga mentality because that's what's dominant there? See, that's that hood mentality, because it's just like you take a nigga that, you know what I'm saying, an educated brother that, you know what I'm saying, that say he wears sweater vests and, you know, loafers and stuff like that, but he go try to walk into one of the worst neighborhoods it is. He doesn't fit their criteria or whatever, so they're gonna be asking like, what you doing here? They're gonna be thinking that, oh, he weak or whatever. They have a perception of him. So therefore they start to try to confront him because he's in a particular area that normally his type of person wouldn't go. But what gives them the right to confront him? Because he's there. How is that any better than the young man that got killed by those white men They killed that. I think it was Freddie Gray or whatever. The young man that got killed from running in the neighborhood or whatever. Them white folks felt like he wasn't supposed to be around it. So what they do? They get in their vehicles and they chase him down, confront him to the point to where somebody felt enough to shoot him. And then black folks had the nerve to want to try to protest about what took place, but y'all do the same shit. To your own kind. Make that make sense. If that's so wrong. So it must not have been wrong when them white men killed that boy. Because he running in their neighborhood. You don't live here. You don't belong around here. What you over here for? Confronting him. Confronted him. They in their pickups and ran this boy down. He running for his life. Some of you niggas can't talk to me about what we talking about, and because you a hypocrite. Let it be you. Let it be you. But see, a lot of you, especially like this pit bull character, you ain't built. It's like I bet you got a lot of coward in you. I ain't scared of my own kind. And I'll be damned if I'm adjust to a nigga and a nigga's mentality. That shit don't intimidate me. I'm above that. All them folks that call themselves trying to confront me with nothing but young niggas. And that's it, Callie. That's it. What you just say, that's all and that's it. I'm up there trying to communicate with my own people because I wanted to make a point about what took place. Make a point about it. The point that I wanted to make is that if we are going to ever stop having situations like this happen to people that we love, we're going to have to start being more accountable with the way that we act and be the definition of what peace is. If peace had its place in that situation, she would be at home with her babies right now. But that nigga mentality is what caused and perpetuated that situation to escalate. And the ones that she was escalating it with didn't give a damn about her. Do you fucking understand what the fuck I'm trying to say? Niggas? This is real fucking life. While you got motherfucking niggas like Pitbull putting goddamn laughing emojis and shit when he's speaking. Ain't shit funny. Even the confrontation that would happen with me and the passion that them people had in them using me as a scapegoat, that wasn't funny. That was sad. And it shouldn't have happened. If they had an understanding of what the fuck they was doing. If they remembered how the white boy, them white dudes did Freddie Gray when they confronted him in that neighborhood when he was running in that neighborhood. Wasn't bothering nobody. And they tried to justify killing him. Pitbull, you got a lot of whys, bro. That's all you asking is why this, why that, why this, why that. I'm tired of you talking to you. You done got on my nerves. I'm telling you why. I'm telling you the what and the why. This is real life. That this situation really happened to this young lady. This really happened. It cannot be taken back. We can't go back and correct what took place. All we can do is try to learn from the situation and move forward so it don't happen to nobody that we love. It don't happen to your sister, your daughter. I got 2 daughters. And you know what? I'm going to teach them how to have more emotional maturity in a situation like that. And if you're being confronted by the position of authority, don't buck it. Fuck it. Because they can't make you do nothing. Leave. And live. Yeah, but still don't understand. Everybody doesn't have communication. It don't matter about having communication skills. It's about loving yourself and loving life enough to say, you know what? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do something different. If you want better, you gotta do better. That girl have 3 kids, and she's gone because emotions got involved on both sides. Come on, man. Let's be honest. Let's be fucking honest. Emotions got involved on both fucking sides. Nobody innocent in this situation. Now, she got her life took, but you know what I'm saying? I really feel like that could have been prevented. You know what I'm saying? Not saying she probably never thought that they was gonna pull a gun. Like tonight, me with my strap. They probably never thought I was gonna pull that gun, but I could have. I had the potential to. Cause I can assure you, if somebody else had to pull the strap and I saw it, it would have went totally different. It would have went totally different. I don't want you my own kind. I don't want nobody blood on my. I don't want nobody blood on my hands. But I'm gonna protect myself and make sure I make it home to my family. Believe that. Regardless of popular opinion, I'm gonna make it home. I wasn't worried about nobody touching me. And I wasn't gonna touch them either. I wasn't worried about what words were being said and none of that type of stuff. None of it. I wasn't worried about none of it. Because my pride, I didn't go there against nobody. I didn't go there trying for no problem. I didn't go there looking to like, well, you know, a confrontation. I never even expected it. I'm gonna have my strap on me regardless because I got the right to carry it. Because I got a right to carry it. Can't nobody tell me I can't be strapped. The government give me the right to carry my strap. The government. And if I could have walked in front of the police with my strap and they couldn't have done nothing. So what you think I'm worried about what a nigga think? Riddle me that. Or do you say, did I go clout chasing? No, I didn't go clout chasing. I don't clout chase. I don't have to. I went for the purpose of wanting to get in the atmosphere of those that felt the same way that I felt about what happened to that girl. It was dead wrong. It was dead wrong. But I'm telling you, your perceptions and stuff probably going to change, which I'm not really worried about nobody thinking. But your perceptions definitely is going to change when I post this video that I got when I post it. It's necessary, but and I want you to remember those that's watching this, what I done said. That should have never happened, especially with us knowing how white folks have confronted us and being in areas that they felt like we shouldn't have been. When you got a right, regardless of you, if you're around other black folks or other white folks, you got a right to go wherever you want to go. Can't nobody tell you that you can't go somewhere? What power do? Cause see, this is my thing. And I'm gonna say this: if niggas got that much power to try to tell another man where he can and can't go because of where they're dwelling, then why is it that y'all not using that energy to make change and start owning some stuff and take and have real power? Where your voice can be like, yeah, now this is mine, so you can't be here, whatever the case is. We outside. We outside. Can't nobody tell you where you can be when you outside. In your home, you know, that whatever area, you got a right to try to define your spaces that you own. But you can't tell no grown man where he can be and where he should be and where he shouldn't be and to leave and stuff like that. Well, because you don't like them being there. Well, y'all ain't tell the police to leave. Did y'all like them being there? I ain't seen nobody around the police cars. I've known times where some people was as passionate as the black folks was at ecstasy, at real passionate. And they jump in the police cars, turning them over, you know, all kinds of stuff, throwing Molotov cocktails or whatever. I'm just saying, if you was that, you know, that mad. If you call yourself talking about you want a peaceful protest, then why is it that anybody would have felt compelled or comfortable to be confronting me? You can't make it make sense. The only reason why you'll try to make that make sense is because you tried to give definition because of y'all or that nigga mentality being dominant, and you want to give definition on what can go and what can't go. So I come with something that you feel like it shouldn't be done, and now you want to try to confront me about it. No, you ain't got that type of power, and I definitely would never give you that type of power. To humble myself to it. Oh, well, yeah, I'm sorry. No, you ain't got that power. Try to tell me what I can do and what I can't do as a 42-year-old grown-ass man. If you ain't like talking to me, then why you talking to me? You had every right to remove yourself from my presence. And no confrontation would have ensued. See, some folks, I believe, that was out there thought that they had lady was dealing with, you know, saying somebody that was weak. But you don't understand, it took all the strength I had in me not to meet and match that energy. It took everything in me. I'm looking at other young ladies that could be my sister. Other young brothers and stuff that's out there that could have been my brothers, my cousin. They look like me. And if I had handled them in a negative way, how much better would I have been than they? That's not what I stand for. And even though that nigga mentality was dominant out there, yet still I had a responsibility to hold my peace in a chaotic situation. Because I truly came out there to see what was going on. I truly came out there to want to be able to try to create an idea of a resolution to prevent it from happening again by having a conversation as of now. But I wanted to do it in different terms. But what I was met with, it totally just turned that into a toxic idea. Made it very toxic for me. My intentions and my heart and my whole mind was in a whole different place before I went out there. And I'm at peace. I want that to be understood. I'm at peace. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't hold no type of aggression or energy towards anybody that was out there and calling themselves confront me. I don't type of way or none of that. I'm good. I'm disappointed though. I'm disappointed. I really am. That was some very emotionally immature mess going on out there. Some real life nigga shit that didn't even have to happen. I'm hearing folks want to post stuff online, and you know, what good is that going to do? Because the people that's posting ain't doing it but for attention. What's your motive? And anybody that may go and entertain and stuff, ask them what's your motive for posting that? We need to start confronting those toxic people that do stuff like that, instead of trying to confront and make an idea, an issue out of folks like myself, who actually like have a different type of spirit and nature about themselves. Think that if somebody say there was somebody else that was in my shoes in that same situation, and I got my channel and stuff, do you think that I'm finna be going and trying to find a clip of that and to go post it online for somebody else to entertain from as me being the source? No, it wasn't nothing to learn from, brother. I'm grown. I do what I want to do. Ain't nothing for me to learn from that nature boy. Ain't nothing for me to learn about that. See, here of that situation, you would have humbled yourself. You would have humbled yourself. You would have been, oh, okay, I'm sorry. You showing how weak you are as a man. Because you only can hold me to the standards that you hold yourself to. That's why you're saying, I hope you learned. Well, what did you learn? That, oh, I wouldn't have done that. That's basically what you're saying. You wouldn't have done that. Your fear probably too high up there to where like you would never, oh, you wouldn't dare even think to challenge, or it's like you would have humbled yourself to that. Not me, because I ain't did nothing wrong, and I'd be damned if I'm gonna adjust myself to people that have a perception of me. You got a perception of me, okay? Who gonna make me leave? You can talk all you want to all day long, but don't put your hands on me. It was so many people that I was being confronted by that I didn't want to end up making a bad decision tonight that would have caused me to like literally lose what I have. All because of I can control my emotions. I can't give nobody that type of power over me. That's what we gonna have to start learning as black men and black women. Is to choose your battles wisely. Some things is not worth battling over. When your energy is based, and when whatever it is that you're doing is based on pride and ego, as a reaction, if you're reacting, saying with the same energy and that's being pushed against you or pressed against you, you will know better than what it is that you being confronted by. You know better than it. It's time to grow up. It's time to start really being pro-life, us as a culture, loving each other. Not trying to embarrass each other, not trying to offend each other, not trying to confront each other. We got that type of stuff down packed. It's on it's depicted on televisions. It's depicted everywhere that black people exist. Actually, protesters called in his show tonight while you was out there and sent him the video of you. I wish you peace, brother. I don't pull my camera out everywhere. I'm not a part of age. Well, okay, nature boy, that's fine. No problem. You got that. Doesn't mean I'm going to adjust to whatever your standards are as a man. I'm my own man. And I have to answer for my own choices. Regardless of whatever perception that you may have or whatever choices that I make. They my choices. And I got that right. See, I'm really grown. So whatever takes place, regardless of public opinion, it's still on me. And that's just like nobody has to listen to anything that I'm saying. You don't have to listen to nothing I'm saying. I ain't nothing to none of y'all. But it's gonna take somebody to stand up and put and set, almost in a sense, put something on your mind to think about, because you don't have to do nothing that I'm talking about. You don't have to do none of it. But I can assure you, if you were to start to just think about this stuff, it's in a moment that could really alter other things that's going on in your life, you'll start to say, you know what, this ain't worth it. See, I didn't have to. You'll say to yourself, I done contemplated this idea in my mind and in my conscience before, to where now I know if I were to do this, that, or the third, then I'm probably gonna end up losing more than I'm gaining by my actions. So therefore, I might need to do something different. I don't need to do that. And once you determine that, and you make it. A lot of us were not taught emotional maturity. We done had to find out the hard way. You got a lot of brothers that done went to prison and stuff like that, done killed folks, done made some real poor decisions that now, if they could go back and make a different decision, they would. You know, I hear the opinions. I'm reading the opinions that, you saying wrong place, wrong time. There, you can't really. Again, you trying to make me humble to the standards of those that were out there. I had a right to do what I did. They nobody have to talk to me. Why would nobody do me like they try to do the police? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I don't talk to police or whatever the case is, since I'm just such a, you know. The girl started talking to me. Like I said, I got my own. It was no problem. It was no problem. What you say, Stormcrow? You're right in nature, boy. Just because you are allowed to record someone doesn't mean you should. And that might be true, But the thing is, in the climate and the time that we living in 2022, how many times do people record other folks in certain situations and doing certain things and going on and they don't record me? That's some Karen shit. I dealt with nothing but a group of Karens tonight. Black Karens. Let's be honest. That's all that was. No, I mean, regardless of the situation and, this family, I don't care. There were a number of black Karens out there. They felt like they had the right to try to control something that they ain't had a right to control. And that's the problem with the Karens, the ones that the white women that they call Karens. They want to try to control something. What made them feel as if they can control me, I don't know. I don't know what I look like to them. I mean, they don't know me. I get that. I don't know if they was from the same hood. I don't know. But I let them know ain't no pussy in me. And that's real talk. I just didn't want to end up doing something that was going to cause the situation to escalate and go and be worse, where I end up making the news or end up going to jail. They touched me, put their hands on me, did something. They was nothing but a bunch of mouth. But if somebody had to try to handle me in a physical way, it would have went different. It would have went totally different. Straight like that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because I don't just care for no reason. Now, Take that for what you think, whatever it is you want to take it as. But that's law with me. Because like I told you before, I'm gonna make it home. I'm gonna make it home, whether you like it or not. So anyway, I don't think I done said enough. Again, my whole intent for even being on here right now is to speak about what happened. I'm really just, I'm thinking about not even posting the video now. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. Cause I said what I said, and then obviously it's enough video out there. I guess, you know, people. Cause and that's another thing. I want y'all to think about this too. Somebody recorded me, right? They to record me, but I couldn't record myself. The problem is that nigga mentality was so dominant right out there that was supposed to be the standard. Whatever they said, that's the way it's supposed to be. But see, you can't tell me what to do, just like I couldn't tell them what to do. We all was grown out there, supposed to be. Would say, you know, what you say, Stone Crow, you right, and Nature Boy, but just because you are allowed to record someone doesn't mean you should. All right, Nature Boy, that's not a feeling. You said I feel like if you was there. That's a question. On the sign is not the reason okay, that's fine. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a lot of people that will disagree with you as far as that's concerned. You can call it what you want to. You got every right to do that. I ain't gonna argue with you. Nothing we're gonna say is gonna change what happened. You got to start asking yourself, why did that happen? Don't keep trying to make me responsible for other people's decisions, because I'm not. I didn't make them people do nothing. I didn't infuriate nobody. When you watch my video and see the nigga shit that's going on, if I do post it, then, you know, you got every right to feel like you want to feel. But see, you got some folks out and learn, when, you know, some black folks, they know that, but due to wherever the bandwagon is, and where the majority of people are talking, or whatever their perception is of who is disagreeing, they'll go to that side. I'm not expecting nobody to publicly agree with me at all. We're not dealing in a time where people will stand up for what's right and say, you know what, I feel you, brother. You grown. They can't tell you what to do. Who gonna say that right now? Folks really, to me, it's like some real life. Kind of got these suggestions. Here go Miss Kelly Scorpio. So maybe you should watch the other video so you can see it from their perspective. Then drop yours, because you know, no, that's internet mess. That's internet mess. I already know what happened because it was me. I don't have to do all of that. For what? To please who? To entertain who? Do you get it? You're not going to get it. Nobody's going to get it, and I'm not even going to try to get you to get it. But it's dominant. That's why it happened. Nobody's going to think outside of that small space in their mind. You got to think more broad, objectively. Think about all factors in that. Number one, think about, okay, this is a grown man. He can record if he want to. He can record what he wants. So I'm going to answer your question, brother. Because that's part of the subject we talking about. You say, do you feel like her death was justified? No. Straight like that, nope. I think it was wrong. Ask me, do I think it could have been prevented? Yep. All the way, 100%, it could have been prevented. We should want that to have been prevented. Would you have wanted her to not get shot? So if your answer is yes, and anybody that answers that question is yes, then ask yourself the question: how could that have been prevented to where that the situation didn't escalate to the point to where they pulling guns? At what point did they feel compelled to pull the gun? What actions could they have taken, minus their pride and ego being involved, could have prevented them pulling the guns or feeling the pulling the guns? They even too. In my opinion, they were wrong. That is what it is. They were wrong. There's nothing that's going to change my mind about how wrong that was, that they did that. I even agree to, based on what I've understood about in the past of what had happened at that club, that it needs to be shut down as well. I agree with that. I called that place a death trap to them strippers that was back there trying to get me to come back there with them. They back there recording. You probably gonna see some videos on one of them strippers page or whatever they recorded. They recorded. I bet you a lot of people recorded. Not just me. But you can't tell me or give me permission to record in the United States. All these phones got cameras on them. You gonna tell me I can't record? You got me messed up. Can't tell me what to do. The hell are these people? I don't bow down to that. And I wouldn't. And if it happened again, I still wouldn't. And if anybody got a problem with it, they can run their mouth all they want to, but don't touch me. Call me a hoe ass nigga, bitch ass nigga, whatever you want to call me, but don't put your hands on me. Because once you do that, then it's all bets off. Now you done took it to another level. You got a right to your opinion. I'm not going to take that from no man. Say what you want to. I'm over that mess. You ain't bothered. You can't get me emotional about talking crazy to me. In a car and she ran over a security. Do you feel it? You say, Nature, you say, I feel like it was justified. She said in the video she had something in her car and she ran over a security guard. Okay. Okay. You got a right to feel that way, Nature Boy. You got every right to feel that way. I'm not going to debate that with you because I'm not going to get emotional. That wasn't my situation. I'm just, at a place of opinion about it. Nature Boy said he feel like it was justified. And you probably got some people, and I bet you, and I'm going to say it for what it is. I bet you white America, I want y'all to think about how white America is going to perceive what happened. The conversations that they're having at their tables about what took place. I could just imagine. From the videos and stuff that got out, for her live, her whole attitude. They're gonna they're gonna try to give definition to what took place because of those reasons. And me personally, as a black man, I'm tired of that definition of black women. You let your attitude lead more than your integrity. I'm, as a black man, tired of that. My daughters won't get. That's not gonna happen. Not on my watch. I'm gonna teach my daughters to have way better character than that. For one, I hope that they don't find themselves up in no strip club anyway. What you doing up in a strip club? What interest do you have up in a strip club? That's me and my standards as a man, a father. I got every right to motivate my children not to even want to go into atmospheres like that. I don't even go to clubs because of pure nigga shit. Too much nigga shit for me. I'm 42 years old. I don't have time for no nigga shit no more. I'm over that. I done been there, done that. I done been there, done all of that. And I no longer have any interest in entertaining those type of atmospheres because of what can happen. as what we all are here for right now. That's why I made that decision as a man. I don't want to be around that type of stuff. I don't want to be around those type of people. Me. Judge me if you may. But that don't thrill me no more. You know what thrills me? To make good money, pay my bills, be able to take my children to places when they want to go. You know, make sure they got food. And, you know, my baby's birthdays and stuff, you know, I can buy her whatever she want, Christmas, and, I buy nice cars and, you know what I'm saying, buy stuff for my house and stuff like that or whatever. Like, it's so gratifying to be in your lane and doing your thing. Out the way. Out the way. Out the way. Exactly, Stormcrow. Y'all, I'm not no bad person. I'm not trying to prove that to nobody either. But I'm grown. And what happened tonight was them trying to take away me being a grown-ass man, being able to make grown man decisions. Whether they liked it or not. I wasn't hurting anybody. I didn't confront anybody. I didn't make nobody do anything. I was the one that was confronted. Confronting other people, you know, saying for your own personal ideas, that's wrong. They were wrong. They might have felt it justified because of how they was feeling about what took place, but yet still, the way they did it, it was wrong. It was wrong. If I was wrong, I'm being honest with you, y'all. If I was wrong, I'd be like, you know what? I stand corrected. I was wrong. As a man, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. But I wouldn't. So at the end of all of this, and you know, as the days progressed, that the video that supposedly Skull got and other people that recorded, circulates. I want y'all to keep into perspective is that, you know what, that man had every right to do what he was doing, regardless if they liked it or not. So whatever narrative they try to create around it, or whatever the case is, it's a such thing as called the truth. There was no justification of me being confronted in the way that I was confronted over doing what I was doing that I could do with regardless of opinion. I wasn't breaking the law, and I wasn't infringing on nobody else's liberties. You're talking to an intelligent black man here. You're talking to a rational thinking man, a logical thinking person, not emotional but logical. Emotional people and emotional mentalities, they will give justification to what happened. Oh yeah, they you shouldn't have done this and you shouldn't have done that. And it's based of the way that somebody else feels about what I'm doing. But do that man have a right to do that? Can he do that and not go to jail? Can he do that and not be hurting nobody? Who was hurting? Seemed like the other folks was bothered by it them versus me doing the thing wrong. Why were they bothered by it? There's a lot of questions that can be asked when you start thinking logically instead of emotionally, to come up with the conclusion that, you know what, they ain't have no right to be confronting him. For some reason they felt compelled to confront him or whatever, for whatever reason it is. It's a lot of reasons I could give that they probably tried to confront me. They probably thought I was weak. Ain't no telling. But just imagine how that probably would have gone if I didn't have my strap on me. Oh, a lot of that talking and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because if I had shot somebody, they would have been like, he ain't had no gun. He was, because see, that's a lot of that energy that was being expressed against me. That was a lot of weak energy. That was weak. I was a strong one in that situation. Because I practiced restraint. I practiced restraint as much as I could without allowing myself to come out. Cause I don't really go for that type of stuff. I'm being honest with you. I don't go for that. I don't play them type of games. But I had to digress because I understood why they were upset. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily, they wasn't upset with me. I wasn't a problem. I wasn't a problem. How can Nature Boy please stop being so cliche? You talking about I came off as a clout chaser. Regardless of that fact or whatever the definition of coming off as a clout chaser, that has never been that's not a true standard in humanity, in morality. That's something that some nigga done made up. Clout chasing. I came off as a clout chaser. And if I did, what get him the right to be trying to make me come off as something else to please them? It don't matter. Whatever their perception was of me, it don't matter. I was in my right to do whatever it is that I was doing because I wasn't hurting nobody. Everybody had the right to say, sir, I do not want to talk to you. Again, you said I told them I was a blogger. Yes, I did. But what difference does it make? What would have made it okay? Oh, he's a recorder, or what would be the definition to please niggas? What should I have said, to appeal to the people that was out there? Oh, he's a nigga like us. I'm a nigga, y'all. I even said out of my own mouth, I say, look, I don't have an opinion. See, my intelligent articulation that I stated to them did not resonate. It went in, it didn't even go in the ear. I can't say it went in one ear and out the other. It never even entered to their ears. Because they don't have the space to appreciate the truth. Even with the situation that took place, they not ready to accept the truth. Because they too emotional. And this young lady's death is gonna be probably gonna go down in vain, instead of us learning from it because of that reason. Because people want to be more emotional than logical. Why did that happen? That could have been you. Young lady that's watching this, that could have been you. How could it be prevented that it not be you? If you found yourself in a situation, what would you have done? That's all I want people to start doing. Just ask yourself some questions. Hold yourself accountable in a controlled environment without actually having to go through that. Without you actually having to be put in that situation in real time, under pressure. Think right now, while you can, before, because none of us is immune for that to happen to us. It can happen to a man. You being confronted by security in the club, they telling you to leave, you want your money, you know what I'm saying, and are you gonna be bucking at them to get them a reason to handle you, choke you out or whatever the case is, when the odds are against you, when you could just be, because you know what? The reason why I give definition to it that way, because do you know that's what I did tonight with the people that was all up in my grill talking crazy? I practiced restraint. So should have the young lady that was in that situation. Should have practiced restraint. Okay, y'all. All right, no problem. I'll just, if y'all don't mind, let me get my money and, we out of here. I really feel like she would have got more respect. I don't even know what made them get kicked out the club, whatever the case is. But I really feel like that verbal restraint, like, not talking shit and, all this other stuff like that or whatever, because them security officers was toying with them. Got them so emotional to the point that when they got out there to their parking lot, it led to one of them making the decision to run over and hit one of those security officers, which led for them to feel justified to shoot. I mean, she could have just politely waited for them to get out the way. Let them have their little pride. Yeah, they, because at the end of the day, they were in control of that environment. They were getting paid to control that environment. Security. Not law enforcement, but security of that club. They were getting paid to control that environment. That's just like law enforcement, the police. They get paid to control environments. When they stop you, if you were to run, all you're doing is making it worse. You might as well just stop. When they confront you in the car, whatever the case is, ask for your license and registration, give it to them. Because you know what? They are in the capacity to where they can get that from you. You can ask them, why did you stop me or whatever, and they got to give you a legitimate reason. But they are mostly in control. A lot of stuff can be prevented, man. This didn't have to happen. That's all my point is. That's what I'm trying to get to. Peace. If those people out there were family and stuff like that, they're a poor reflection of peace. That they should be wanting to promote peace. Let this not happen to any other person. But now they want to be ratchet. They want to act hood and shit like that at the wrong time. That's just what it is. I wasn't a problem. They already had a problem before even she got shot. Because that attitude has perpetuated itself in black culture so deep to where folks think that shit is cute for a woman to act like that. That shit ain't cute. Talking shit all the time, whatever, that ain't cute. Being loud and all this, that ain't cute. Rebellious, that ain't cute. That ought to turn people off in black culture at this point. That attitude all the time. Chill out. Calm down. You always got to be loud and stuff like that all the time and being ratchet. What is that gonna do? But keep on creating the image that's already on us as a culture as it is. Why can't we start doing better than that? Why can't we start doing better than that? What's wrong? What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? You that got friends and stuff that's like that or whatever, or even yourself, ask yourself, what's wrong? Why I act like that? Why can't I have a better attitude? And then why those that like myself that portray a different attitude than ratchetness and just ignorance, y'all think it's funny when a person use certain words or whatever, ratchet folks or whatever, they be like, oh, you using them big words. Big words? Those words are in the dictionary. And they have definition. They think that folks like myself trying to act a certain way. No, that's who I am. I have a level of class about myself regardless of my skin tone that ain't got nothing to do with my skin tone. It got something to do with up here. My mindset. And that's what's going to have to end. It's necessary for change mentally. I'm going to just say this. God's word say, be transformed by the renewance of your mind. That's the only way that we gonna stop getting treated the way we did treated, perceived the way we perceived, and gotten over on in situations that we should be benefiting from. I can't tell you, like when you start trying to buy a house and stuff like that, how they'll charge you twice as much for a house, and a white person can go and try to get that house, the same house, and they'll charge them much less. And because they probably don't think you'll give due diligence to go see what the true value of that property is. Ignorance is being played off on, like our culture. We get played due to ignorance, not knowing. God word says people perish for the lack of knowledge. And why are we always perishing because of our lack of knowledge? Why? It's time to ask some questions. Don't let this young lady's death be in vain. Take some time that are conscious of what's going on and start asking yourself some questions. Because you are only responsible for yourself and your family. The reason for them out there protesting because she got pepper sprayed and trying to say she couldn't see while she was driving, I call bullshit. The security officer was in the right. Nature boy, okay. Well, you made your point. You have such strong positions. Would you say, sweet babe strawberries, can you drop the link, please? No. Because I really don't want to keep entertaining for the sake of people's entertainment, I guess. I don't care if anybody think I was right, wrong, indifferent, or whatever. I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. Because mama keep going on my life like it's golden. After that, if take a week or two or whatever shit, it's going to be like, motherfucker ain't going to even think about me no more, about this situation, Stuff goes on, I'm not trying to be hot topic. I'm just trying to make a point while I'm on here to try to tell y'all something that I wanted to try to make a point of after I did my video, but it got, turned something else, what I'm saying, and I wasn't able to really get the point of what it is I was out there for. I really thought that I was gonna, I wasn't thinking about how it would be received by the majority of people that's out there. I wasn't even thinking like that because everybody are their own individuals. And one thing, I'm not as afraid of my own kind. So going out there, of course I wanted to engage a couple of people and ask them, different questions or whatever the case is. If I had the opportunity to do so, it didn't go that way. Okay, it happens. You know what I'm saying? But the way that it happened, that was totally preventable. I was not their problem. I wasn't their problem. And I'm not their problem now. They not mad at me. If you want to try to use me as a scapegoat or whatever the case is, so be it. Say what you're going to say. Feel how you feel. Try to run SBS, this, that, and other, whatever the case is. Hey, it ain't going to change what really matters in my life. I can assure you of that. You have every right to your opinion. You really do. But I would hope that you would think about what truth is in the situation. Think about what's true. Think about what's most important. And don't let what happened to this young lady just go null and void as if, like, let it mean something. Don't let her death be in vain. Learn from whatever mistakes that you saw portrayed in this situation, from security, from the young lady, and anybody else that you saw that was involved. There's a lot to be learned from this situation, and you should take the time if you really care about that young lady. Those of you that may watch this and you got some emotional ties to the situation or her, personally, learn from the situation. Talk to your children about it. Your young ladies, your little girls, about respecting authority. Learning how to speak in a manner to be respected and not made a mockery of. Don't make yourself like an idiot by allowing your emotions to be the definition of the way that you respond to something. A lot can be learned. I've learned a lot. I really have. Even with this situation that went on tonight, and I didn't learn what some people probably think I should have probably learned. I saw something that was way deeper than just, you know, people reacting or, confronting me. It was bigger than that. Hurt people hurt people. And sometimes people will try to take things out on you because they thinking that, they can. You know, you got some men that beat on women thinking that they can beat on these women or whatever because of how they feel, and they want to turn around and be like, babe, I'm sorry. I should have never done that. You should have thought about that before you did what you did. Now it's too late. You took it too far. It's better to be proactive than reactive. This situation right here will allow you to stop and contemplate on some things to where you can develop a proactive approach to that if you found yourself in that situation. If you got young ladies as children and you could teach them saying, you know what, there's a situation that happened one time with this young lady, blah, blah, noise or whatever. And, saying, I wouldn't want y'all to do that. I would want y'all to do it this way. Because that's what I'm going to do when it comes to my little girls. Tell my babies, look, y'all, daddy wants y'all to make it home, okay? I don't want y'all to be out there representing yourselves in a way that's like less than who I raised you to be. I want you to hold your head up high no matter what nobody else says about you to you, because don't nobody define who you are but God. Know how to walk away from situations. Don't worry about how nobody gonna think about, you supposed to being a coward or, you weak, whatever the case is. You know what? Because the strongest people know how to walk away from a situation. And I want to develop them mentally and emotionally to have that type of mindset. Now, what I will tell them, if somebody put their hands on you and you just feel like you got to defend yourself, by all means, wear their ass out. But the strongest people know how to walk away and just say, God bless you. I ain't finna do this with you. I'm not your problem. That's the mature way to handle situations like that. Does it always work, the way that you probably want it to? Probably not. But your chances of coming out of this situation, maybe your pride will be bruised because you be like, man, I want to beat the out of this mother, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case is. Yeah, your pride probably get bruised, but you'll still be able to live to fight another day. You'll get over it. You'll get over how it feels inside. Just like me. Me getting confronted and stuff like that, I get over how it feels inside. Yeah, I was really, yeah, it made me feel some type of way. It really did. But I had to hold my peace. I had to. I believe that might needed to happen. See, God knows how to use people in certain situations. And I mean, I might just needed to be the sacrificial lamb this morning. Just for this purpose, and y'all that's watching this. Because it's going to help somebody. You're going to get up tomorrow, go to work, be driving down the road or whatever the case is, and you're going to find yourself in some form of something that's going to make you feel some type of way that can arise a confrontation. And you're going to have to make a choice if you're going to entertain that energy, or are you going to say, you know what, man, whatever. Look at the road race situations and stuff like that, how, you know, folks will cut you off and, you know, they in the left lane driving and stuff, and then, you know, you can't, you know, you want to get on the side of them, blow your horn, you know, tailgate them and all this other stuff like that. What good is in like, what good is it, you know, entertaining that type of energy? Just stop and think for a second. What good will it do? Is it going to make anything better, or is it going to make the situation worse? To where it can become where it's totally out of control, and now you find yourself potentially in some legal problems because of you didn't control your emotions. That security officer that shot this young lady, they are in legal trouble. They not out the clear yet. They having to sit at home right now thinking about the decisions that they made. Right now. Don't thinking, oh, this shit, well, they, you know, they shot and they at peace. No. I can assure you, the officer the security officer that got hit by the car, I bet you he ain't at peace, because you know what? He should have stayed his ass up in that damn club and left them girls alone. By them being authority, they had more invested in them to control their emotions than the girls did. Because at the end of the day, can't nobody tell nobody how to talk. Can't tell me what to say, or whatever the case is, you know. They got a right to say whatever they want to do. Dallas police can't even do nothing to you just because you talking bad, you know, to them. But as long as you being compliant, they can't do nothing to you. Put your hands on the car. Yeah, you motherfucking be. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, put your hands up so I can check. You doing what they doing, but you talking shit at the same time. They can tell you to shut up, whatever the case is. So what? You don't like what I'm saying? I got a right, a constitutional right to speak and say what I want to. Now challenge it if you want to. Make me shut up. You tell me I got a right to remain silent. Well, I got a right to talk as well. Who are you to tell me what I can say? Police officer, security guard. Oh, so you thinking that you can take my life because you don't like what I'm saying? You think you can harass me? Huh? But I digress, because see, you know what? I don't want no confrontation. So therefore, I'm not going to play that card and get the run in my mouth and stuff like that, because I want to get you up out of my space as soon as possible. So let me go ahead and comply and do whatever it is I need to do in order for you to say you'll have a good day, whether it be a ticket, whether it be whatever. But I just want to continue to practice my freedoms and not subject them to you taking them from me because of me doing something that gives you the right to handle me. You see where I'm going with this? That's why I'm on here, to try to get that point out. I know that's not the popular thing, because nigga mentality, you just want to just do the fool. And the one that's doing the biggest fool, got the most clown, got the most paint on their face, acting a fool, is the one that gets celebrated. Why do we keep celebrating the fool in black culture. We need to start looking at them and saying, man, you ain't got it. But we keep celebrating the food. Actually giving them a space to feel comfortable with being that way. When do we set a standard against nigga shit within ourselves as individuals? And when nigga shit finds itself being portrayed from other people around you, that you have risen yourself to a standard regardless of how they think about you think you all that, whatever the case is, that you stay like, you know what? I got people that I used to fuck with a long time ago that had that nigga mentality that I couldn't no longer be around because I'm not on that level no more. I'm not a child anymore. So I don't do childlike things unless I'm doing it with my children. I'm a big kid at heart. But I'm talking about in your decision making, those critical things that can change situations for either bad or for good. See, y'all not here listening to this by no reason. Y'all, you could be asleep right now. I want all of y'all that's taking this and listening to this to take what I'm saying for what it is. You ain't here by no mistake. Trust me, you ain't. I don't even be up on here blogging like this anymore like I used to. Because it was mostly about Quatita Dean. And I had every reason to do that, and I don't regret that damn video I ever made when it came to her. Because enough information is out to where anybody that want to really know what the true essence of that lady is. It's calling this go show tonight. I'm out. I'm not, no. Have a good day, Nature Boy. I'm not calling in the Sco show. I'm not calling in this show. I have no reason to. I'm saying what I'm saying right now to those that are listening. Y'all hear it. Y'all hear exactly what's going on. And God bless you for being here. And I hope and pray that what you are hearing, it sticks in your spirit in the name of Jesus. Because you're supposed to hear this. It's time for us to start making changes by the renewance of our minds. I want to see more successful black people. I want to see more temper, more black men with good temperament, you know what I'm saying, and better standards, and, knowing how to, be more, upstanding men. That when a situation they see somebody else like that or whatever, that they'll be like, y'all, look, enough. We not finna act like this. We ain't finna act like that. That's not, no. Brother, you good? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you doing, brother? No. Have a better attitude towards each other. I would love to see that being the standard in the way we treat each other. Not getting offended by each other, giving the person the space to exist in a way that's not necessarily infringing on their perceptions, but just really respecting the freedoms that person has to exist in the manner that they want to exist, with respects to morality and upstanding, mannerism, moral character, in other words. You know how the old, like, let's say the old heads, like the elders, like the men, you know what I'm saying, like, say you go to certain places and, old men be sitting outside. I know some of y'all probably went to Waffle House and see a corner, old men sitting in the corner, eating and stuff like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying. Them men now understand in their elder age that there is no reason for us to be having conflict with each other for whatever reasons. We're just trying to live and enjoy life. Tragedy tends to alter that at certain times. But yet and still, if you know the truth as far as God still existing and God still being in control, you will hold your peace. You won't keep you'll start to look at the situation in a perception as if, like, you know what, Lord, I just thank you for giving me the ability and the, well, giving me the safety, like giving me the mind to make better decisions to where that won't happen to me or somebody that I love. Because you done shown me, you done taught me. It's gonna take that in order for us not to have another Shalonda. Don't let her death be in vain. Anybody that may watch this that protested or was out there talking about no justice, no peace, regardless of justice, you still need to be at peace. Because the battle is not yours. The fight, the real fight is within yourself and within you. Finding peace within yourself. Because Shalonda ain't coming back. So what you gonna do? You're gonna continue to have this anger built inside of you that's ain't gonna do nothing but destroy you? Or are you gonna find peace? You have a choice. You have a choice. All right, y'all. God bless y'all. I'm glad y'all was here, and I hope y'all got something from this, because Lord know I have. And we're just gonna keep moving forward. We're just gonna keep moving forward. I really hope and pray that y'all got something from what y'all done heard tonight. Y'all been here this long. Don't let your presence and what you've heard just go in one ear and not the other. This happened for a reason. It really did. We don't need another Shalonda. We need to really, really start being more motivated about, our women, black women, and holding them accountable with the way that they act. Ladies, don't keep being ratchet. I ain't gonna lie to you, some of that a little cute or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to situations like that, let your intelligence have its place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what now? Oh, okay, yes, sir. See, I'm still that type of man to say yes, sir, no, sir. I do that, what I'm saying, in situations. Respect. Respect for authority or whatever. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Make you look better. I'm like, this boy out here got some home training. Yeah, that's how I was raised. That's how I'm raising my kids. My lady, she be on it. My little 6-year-old got, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Yep, old school. Anyway, all right, y'all. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Again, y'all just, it's gonna be videos. It's probably gonna come out about what happened and stuff like that. Hey, it is what it is. Hey. But y'all know what the truth is. No, nobody had a right to tell you what you can do but you. Because you're the only person that's going to have to suffer the consequences for whatever decisions that you make.